guys, it's Katie from Goin Batty, and today I'm going to show you a sewing project that I'm working on. So I know you guys already saw the dress that I'm making, but since Mom is using the sewing machine today, she's making Dad a pair of mittens, like the tops flip off of them. But today, I'm going to be working on something different since she's using my sewing machine today. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to consolidate, if you will, my patterns. Like, if you're a sewer, you know the problem with patterns that you use and how, like, that paper that it comes in, it, like, for me, it's hard to fold, and it's hard to fold it in the right way so that way the package isn't, like, inflated like a balloon or something. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to trace it over paper, and since it's easier for me to fold paper instead of whatever stuff the pattern's made of, I'm going to be putting my patterns onto that paper. So for this project, you're going to need patterns. Maybe all of the ones you use if you want to do that. Today I'm just doing the ones that are most popular and that I'm going to be putting in this black folder right here. Okay, so what you're going to need is a lot of pins. You're going to also need, I'm using a giant roll of paper. If you guys have this, it's great. If not, I guess you can use printer paper. But for the patterns that I'm doing, I don't have printer paper big enough for the patterns that I'm doing. So I'm going to be using this. You're also going to need a Sharpie, an awesome Sharpie, a very good Sharpie. And you're going to need some scissors. So, in my room, I built a blanket fort to do my schoolwork in because I felt like it. And Walter has made himself king over it. Now earlier today he was sitting on my bed and like this thing like goes off my bed right there. And he walked on top of all those blankets up there and then he fell through and made me have to redo it again. So thanks for that, Walter. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to roll this out. Oh my gosh, look, it's the pattern that I need. Voila, there you go. So, one of the reasons why this pattern takes up so much space is not only because of this brown paper stuff and I don't know how to fold it, so I just wad it up and throw it in there, but because it has 3 different sizes. It has the adults, the child's, and then the doll size. Because this one's made for like mothers and daughters aprons to match, and then the daughter's like little like American Girl doll to match. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each of these patterns, I'm going to trace them and like pin them onto this paper, and then I'm going to be able to fold those up. Well, cut them out first, fold them up, and then put them in my folder. That's what it's called, a folder. Accordion folder, that's what it's called. So the reason why this can be so stressful for me is, well, just like these kinds of patterns, is number 1, I can cut into them. Like I mean you can do that with paper, but with this it's like harder to notice. And when you cut into this stuff right here, you'll be able to feel it if you're cutting into it. Another thing is it won't rip as easily as this stuff does. Me and my cousin were cutting out pieces for an apron that I was either making her or another friend of mine. And she accidentally stepped on it and ripped the pattern because I could only do it on the floor at the time. And the other problem is that there's so many of them. So that's why I am taking them and laying them out on this paper, and I'm going to trace them, pin them, trace them, cut them out, and then put them back in my awesome accordion folder that I got the other day. We are getting ready for our live stream tonight, and so I am making dinner for Mom and Dad so that way Mom doesn't have to like worry about it. So let's go upstairs and see what that's about. Yes, sir.
Sorry to interrupt.
Alright. So, what Mom always does is she puts Parmesan in her pasta salad. Come put some in there. I'll stop any time now. Okay, there. Okay, go back now. Here. And she also puts balsamic vinaigrette in it. Now we're gonna mix it up. Okay, let's see how it tastes. Yep, it's good. Okay, so pasta salad's done. So, time to get back to our project. So, now I'm going to pin this onto my paper. So, I've got it pinned on now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my scissors to cut it out. So, now it's done. So what I'm going to do is, see all this writing and arrows and stuff on here? I'm going to copy almost all of it down onto the actual paper. So I'm going to unpin it, and I'm going to copy it on the paper. See? So this was the original. Oops, that's upside down. That was the original. And that is the copy. Yeah, my handwriting isn't very good, but I can read it. So this is the number of what this pattern. This is the number of the actual simplicity pattern. And then it has all of the stuff it's supposed to have. So, like, this is supposed to be on the fold. You're supposed to gather the stuff up here. And all the name and how many to cut and all that jazz. So, I've got my pasta salad now. I put some extra balsamic vinaigrette in mine because, well, I like balsamic vinaigrette in mine. So, I'm proud to announce that I can now fold this up and put it in my folder. One down, 11 million more to go. Your patterns will start to look like this instead of the call section. Oops, that wasn't perfectly. Now I've got the rest of those in there to go. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that in front of you guys because that's going to be a very long process. So, I am Katie with the Goin Batty channel. I'm part of the Goin Batty channel, however you would like to put it. And I would like to say more updates as we go. Bye! My thing in my folder is because it's made for 3 different sizes. I have the large women's, the like teenager size, and then no wait, not the teenager size. The adults, the girls, and then the doll's dress. Dress, apron. Okay. So, I'm proud to announce that I can now fold this up. Folding it up, it's taken me a while. I thought this was going to take less time than I thought it would.